Welcome back. Or if this is your first time here, welcome. For the next 22 minutes, everything you thought you knew about your cat is about to be turned upside down. We're covering 35 of the most fascinating cat behaviors ever studied, backed by real animal behavior research, evolutionary biology, and the latest feline science. By the end, you'll realize your cat has been communicating with you in a rich, layered language this whole time. Let's start decoding. Number 1. The slow blink. You and your cat lock eyes across the room, and your cat slowly, deliberately closes and reopens their eyes, almost like a sleepy wink. Cat behaviorists call this the cat kiss, and it's one of the most profound ways of feline signals trust. In the wild, direct eye contact between animals signals dominance or a potential threat. So when a cat voluntarily closes their eyes in your presence, they're making themselves vulnerable on purpose. A 2020 study published in Scientific Reports by researchers at the University of Sussex confirmed that cats not only recognize slow blinks from their owners, but are significantly more likely to approach an unfamiliar person who slow blinks at them. Try it yourself. Soften your gaze, let your eyelids drop slowly, hold for a beat. If your cat mirrors it back, congratulations, you just had a full conversation. Number 2. Headbutting or bunting. When your cat presses the top of their head against your face or chin, you've been officially claimed. Cats have scent glands around their cheeks, forehead, and chin. When they rub those areas against you, they deposit their unique pheromone signature, a chemical message that marks you as safe and beloved. Bunting is reserved almost exclusively for individuals a cat deeply trusts. You'll almost never see a cat bunt against a stranger. The next time your cat head bumps you while you're working, take a moment to appreciate what that actually means. Number 3. The Zoomies. It's 2 a.m., the house is quiet, and then thunderous galloping, a crash from the hallway. Formally called frenetic random activity periods, or FRAPs, the Zoomies are well-documented bursts of explosive, sudden energy. Cats are crepuscular by nature, hardwired to be most active around dawn and dusk. Indoor cats who haven't had enough daytime stimulation build up energy reserves that eventually explode. Some cats also experience Zoomies right after using the litter box, possibly because the act stimulates the vagus nerve and triggers a brief adrenaline release. It's completely normal. If the midnight marathons are wrecking your sleep, try an active play session 15 to 20 minutes before bed. Number 4. Kneading. That slow, rhythmic pressing and pulling of the front paws against a soft surface, making biscuits. This begins in kittenhood, where kittens knead their mother's belly to stimulate milk flow. The motion becomes deeply associated with warmth and safety. When your adult cat kneads on your lap, they're re-experiencing that primal sense of comfort. There's also a territorial layer. Cats have scent glands in their paw pads, so kneading marks the surface as theirs. Never punish kneading. It's your cat's highest form of emotional expression. Number 5. Chattering at birds. Your cat locks onto a bird outside the window, and their jaw begins doing that rapid, staccato clicking sound. Researchers call this the hunting chatter. The leading theory is predatory frustration. The cat's entire nervous system fires up for a hunt, but the glass makes it impossible, and the result is an involuntary jaw movement that mimics the killing bite. There's also a more fascinating theory that cats may be mimicking the sounds of prey to lure them closer. This was actually observed in wild margay cats in South America, which were recorded imitating the calls of tamarin monkeys. Whichever theory is correct, the chatter is a perfectly normal window into your cat's inner predator. Number 6. Trilling. The trill sits somewhere between a meow and a purr, a rolling, melodic chirp with a vibrating quality. Mother cats trill to communicate with their kittens, guiding them to follow or stay close. When your adult cat trills at you, they're extending that same parental warmth your direction. Many cats trill when their owner walks into a room, when food is being prepared, or when they want to show you something. Trill back. You might actually start something. Number 7. Bringing you gifts. You wake up and nearly step on a dead mouse, or a dismembered toy, or a hair tie that went missing 6 months ago. As unpleasant as this is, it's one of the most touching behaviors in a cat's emotional vocabulary. In the wild, mother cats bring prey back to their kittens to feed them and teach them to hunt. When your cat delivers gifts to you, they're treating you as a cherished member of their social circle, someone they want to provide for. Some cats even seem to be trying to teach you hunting skills, because honestly, from their perspective, you are terrible at it. Accept the gift graciously and quietly take care of it. Number 8. Belly up. Trust or trap. A cat rolling onto their back and exposing their belly is the ultimate vulnerability display. The belly houses all their vital organs, and showing it signals complete safety. However, and this is important, it is not always an invitation to touch. The belly is packed with nerve endings, and what starts as pleasant petting can rapidly become overwhelming. Read the whole body. Soft eyes and a relaxed posture might welcome gentle contact. Dilated pupils and a twitching tail mean retreat immediately. Number 9. Staring into the void. Your cat freezes and stares with laser intensity at a completely empty corner of the room. The science is actually reassuring. Cats hear frequencies up to 79,000 hertz, compared to the human ceiling of about 20,000. They can hear mice inside walls and the high-frequency buzz of electronics. Vision also processes flicker rates faster than humans and detects ultraviolet light. When your cat stares at nothing, they're almost certainly tracking a sound vibration, an insect, or a tiny movement of dust reflecting UV. The supernatural explanation remains unproven. The acoustic one is impressive enough. Number 10. Sitting in boxes and circles. Put any box on the floor and your cat will be inside it within minutes. A 2021 study found cats will even sit inside squares that don't physically exist, only implied by visual cues. Enclosed spaces provide simultaneous concealment from predators and a vantage point to observe prey. Cats also prefer temperatures between 86 and 97 degrees Fahrenheit, and small enclosed spaces trap body heat efficiently. The box isn't a quirk, it's a survival strategy your cat is very proud of. Number 11. Knocking things off tables. Cat makes deliberate eye contact with you, then slowly pushes your phone off the edge. Cats are tactile explorers and genuinely curious about cause and effect. But the most important driver is attention. If you react, even with frustration, your cat has successfully captured your focus. Attention, even negative attention, is reinforcement. If you want this to stop, the counterintuitive solution is total indifference. Zero reaction. Remove the reward entirely. Number 12. Rubbing their face on everything. This is called facial marking, and it's how cats build and maintain their sense of home. The pheromones deposited during facial rubbing are essentially the same compounds found in Feliway diffusers, commercial cat calming products. Your cat is literally self-medicating for anxiety by rubbing their face on your couch. Pretty resourceful. Number 13. Sleeping 16 hours a day. Cats are hypercarnivores, built for brief, explosive bursts of activity followed by long recovery. In the wild, a single failed hunt represents significant caloric loss. Resting efficiently is how they survive. Their sleep also includes high proportions of REM sleep, meaning cats dream vividly. You've probably watched their paws twitch. Their brain is rehearsing hunts and consolidating memories. Your cat isn't lazy. They're running an elite athlete's recovery protocol. Number 14. Wrapping their tail around your legs. A tail held fully vertical is the highest possible signal of confidence and positive intent. Wrapping that upright tail around your legs while weaving past is the feline equivalent of a hug. It mirrors how cats greet other trusted cats. Cats tend to do this most intensely after you've been away for several hours. That winding, tail-up greeting is your cat's version of running across the airport to embrace you. Number 15. Purring. And this is more fascinating than most people know. Cats purr at frequencies between 25 and 150 hertz. Research has shown these frequencies overlap with a therapeutic range known to stimulate bone density, accelerate fracture healing, reduce inflammation, and decrease pain. Cats may have evolved purring partly as a built-in physiological repair mechanism, which explains why cats purr not just when happy, but when injured, stressed, sick, or dying. Some researchers even suggest that regular exposure to those therapeutic frequencies is partly why cat owners statistically show lower rates of heart disease and stroke. Number 16. The phlegm response. That bizarre, grimacing face. Your cat sniffs something, and then their upper lip curls back, their mouth opens slightly, their nostrils flare, and they freeze in this deeply unsettling expression. Cats have a secondary sensory organ called the vomonasal organ, or Jacobson's organ, located on the roof of their mouth just behind the front teeth. It detects pheromones and complex biological molecules. During the phlegm response, the cat is pumping those molecules into this secondary system for deep chemical analysis, downloading the complete social and reproductive profile of whoever left that scent. Number 17, hiding. When something in a cat's environment feels threatening, their first instinct is to find a hiding spot and disappear. This is not trauma. It's a perfectly adaptive stress response that allows the cat to observe a situation from safety before deciding how to engage. Never force a cat out of their hiding spot. It removes their sense of agency and can dramatically worsen anxiety. Allow them to emerge on their own timeline. Number 18, refusing still water to drink from the tap. Cats evolved in arid environments where standing water was frequently contaminated. Their instincts developed a preference for moving water, which in nature signals freshness. Running water is also more oxygenated and tastes cleaner. Many cats who seem underhydrated will immediately and enthusiastically drink from a recirculating cat fountain. If your cat ignores their bowl, try one. Number 19, tail language. The tail is your cat's real-time emotional dashboard. Fully vertical means confidence and friendliness. Tip hooked forward into a question mark means playful and curious. Gentle downward curve means relaxed. Low or tucked means fear or anxiety. Bristling to twice its size means the threat response has activated. And a tail whipping rapidly side to side is a warning. Unlike a dog's happy wagging, a fast thrashing cat tail signals agitation and an imminent swipe. Read the tail first, always. Number 20, pawing at the water bowl. Many cats are far-sighted and struggle to judge the depth of still water. Pawing creates ripples that make the surface visible. Some cats also suffer from whisker fatigue. Their whiskers touching the sides of a narrow bowl is genuinely uncomfortable. If this is your cat, try a wider, shallower bowl. Problem likely solved. Number 21, grooming 30 to 50% of waking time. Cats' tongues are covered in tiny, hollow, backward-facing spines called papillae, functioning simultaneously as a cleaning brush and a cooling mechanism. Grooming removes parasites, distributes waterproofing oils through the coat, and eliminates scent to reduce detection by prey. Over-grooming that creates bald patches, however, is a serious warning sign. It's frequently a symptom of anxiety, chronic pain, or skin conditions, and warrants a veterinary visit. Number 22, the killing bite reflex. When your cat catches a toy and their jaw begins rapidly chattering, they're in full predatory simulation. Their nervous system is running the complete hunting sequence. The most satisfying play for a cat mimics a real hunt. Slow movement first to trigger the stalk, erratic movement for the chase, and always a slow, catchable finish that lets your cat make the kill. Always let them catch the toy. Ending without a catch leaves the predatory circuit incomplete and can contribute to frustration and aggression. Number 23, ear positions. A cat's ears are controlled by 32 individual muscles and can rotate 180 degrees independently. Ears fully forward, alert, and intensely interested. Slightly tilted to the side, calm and content. Rotated sideways, what people call airplane ears, overstimulated or mildly irritated. That's your cue to back off. Ears fully flattened against the skull, full defensive aggression. A cat with flattened ears is in significant distress and prepared to bite. Never reach for a cat in this state. Give them space. Number 24, ignoring their name. 2019 study in Scientific Reports confirmed that cats absolutely can distinguish their own name from other words. They show consistent ear movement and head turning when they hear it, so they know you're calling them. They're just choosing not to come. Cats domesticated themselves. They approached human settlements on their own terms, for their own benefit, and have never felt obligated to surrender their autonomy. When your cat ignores you, they're operating from a completely different social contract than dogs do. Number 25, midnight yowling. In unspayed or unneutered cats, loud nighttime vocalization is almost always a reproductive signal. Spaying or neutering usually resolves it completely. In senior cats, sustained nighttime yowling can be a symptom of cognitive dysfunction syndrome, the feline equivalent of dementia, where aging cats become disoriented in low light. Hyperthyroidism and sensory decline, including deafness, can also trigger this. If your cat has recently developed this behavior, especially if they're over 10 years old, a veterinary checkup is strongly recommended. Number 26, climbing to the highest point. Height provides safety from ground-level threats and a tactical advantage for observing prey. In multi-cat households, the highest resting spot is frequently claimed by the most dominant cat. Vertical space is not a luxury for cats. It's a fundamental environmental need. A cat without access to height may become chronically stressed.
And territorial. Cat trees, high shelves, and window perches are genuine well-being investments. Number 27. Mowing specifically at humans. Adult cats in the wild do not meow at other cats. The meow is a communication tool domestic cats have developed almost exclusively for talking to us. Research by Dr. Karen McComb found that cats can embed a hidden cry within their purr, specifically to trigger the human caretaking instinct, exploiting our sensitivity to infant cries. Your cat has also likely developed a custom meow vocabulary tailored specifically to your responses. They know exactly which pitch and duration gets which result from you. They know your schedule better than you do. Number 28. Following you to the bathroom. Closed doors represent blocked territory. The cat's entire home is their domain, and any inaccessible room creates anxiety. Beyond that, cats are deeply social with their bonded humans and don't want to lose proximity. In the wild, group members don't separate without reason. Going off alone signals vulnerability. Your cat follows you because they genuinely don't want you to be alone and unprotected. They're not judging you, they're keeping watch. Number 29. The social yawn. Cats also perform a social yawn, a deliberate, exaggerated yawn directed at another individual as a conflict diffusion signal. The message is, I am calm, I am not a threat, you can relax. It's functionally similar to a slow blink. If your cat yawns at you, when you're trying to engage them in something they're reluctant about, they're politely de-escalating. Try yawning back. It might genuinely calm the interaction. Number 30. Sitting in your spot the moment you leave it. Your spot is warm from your body heat, and cats strongly prefer temperatures higher than the human comfort range. It also carries your concentrated scent, which is deeply comforting to a bonded cat. Research suggests some cats actively seek out recently vacated human spots as a form of proximity seeking, staying close to your scent when they can't be physically close to you. It's not rudeness, it's devotion, expressed thermally. Number 31. Talking back when you speak to them. Research published in 2022 found that cats are significantly more likely to approach their owners and show positive engagement when spoken to in cat-directed speech, that higher-pitched, slower, melodic tone, compared to normal speech. Cats are finely attuned to vocal prosody. They pick up on their rhythm, pitch, and emotional tone even without understanding the words. When they vocalize back, scientists call it contingent vocal exchange, a reciprocal communication ritual that strengthens the social bond. Your cat isn't tolerating your monologues, they're participating. Number 32. The loaf position. All four paws tucked neatly beneath the body, tail wrapped around the perimeter, face carrying an expression of supreme inner peace. This is a precise emotional barometer. The cat is relaxed but alert, comfortable enough to rest but not fully at ease enough to sprawl. All weapons are put away. The claws are retracted and hidden. The deeper the loaf and the more closed the eyes, the higher the contentment level. A deep, low, fully closed-eye loaf is the cat equivalent of a fully recharged battery. Number 33. Grooming you. When your cat methodically licks your hair, hand, or arm, they are engaging in allo-grooming, mutual grooming, reserved for the innermost social circle. In multi-cat households, bonded cats groom each other around the face and head. When your cat extends this to you, they're treating you as a bonded social companion. Grooming is also inherently calming, and grooming a trusted companion amplifies that effect. If your cat grooms you regularly, you have earned a position in their innermost circle. Number 34. The Halloween posture. The arched back, puffed fur, sideways stance. This is a precisely choreographed defensive display. By making themselves appear as large as possible through piloerection, that involuntary fur-on-end muscle reflex, the cat is bluffing. They're trying to convince a threat they're bigger and more dangerous than they actually are. This posture is almost always defensive, not offensive. An attacking cat doesn't need to display, it simply attacks. The Halloween posture is a frightened cat with no visible escape route. The most helpful response is always to create that escape route. Number 35. The so-called sixth sense. Cats have been documented becoming restless and hiding hours before earthquakes and severe storms. The mechanism is real. Cats can detect infrasonic vibrations, low-frequency sound waves below human hearing range, that travel through the ground before a seismic event is felt. They're also highly sensitive to barometric pressure changes, static electricity buildup, and electromagnetic field fluctuations that precede severe weather. Their whiskers are sensory organs capable of detecting minute changes in air current that we simply cannot access. If your cat is acting strangely, restless, hiding, unusually clingy for no apparent reason, pay attention to your environment. They may be picking up on something you can't. And there it is, 35 extraordinary, strange, and scientifically grounded cat behaviors finally explained. From the therapeutic frequency of their purr, to the survival instinct inside every cardboard box obsession, to the chemistry behind every face rub, your cat is in every single moment a complex and deeply feeling creature, expressing themselves in a language they have been trying to teach you all along. The next time your cat slow blinks at you from across the room, slow blink back. The next time they leave something at your feet at 3 a.m., know that it is, in the truest sense of the word, a love letter. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.